Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Today is a little bit different, and I'm apologizing in general, just apologizing overall that it might sound different. And there's not going to be a video today because I was not prepared. We're just going to say that. But also, I'll give you more detail too. So the husband has all of my audio equipment on a commercial with him, and I didn't think ahead and plan an episode because it was also my birthday on Monday, and that's when I usually do like episode stuff. And I was like, ooh, I don't know. So it's just overall like bad decisions. Not really bad decisions, actually. I'm gonna take that back. Birthday decisions. So I didn't want to leave you hanging for this week. But you're also welcome to go to like my TikTok and watch those videos. I try and post at least every day, every other day. So you're welcome to follow me on there. But today I just wanted to go over quickly what is on my Kindle Unlimited because I've talked about like my TBR and the books that I want to read and everything like that. But I am a very, very strong believer in Kindle Unlimited. I usually the books that I want to read are on there, thankfully. And so I just pay for that every month. I think the price just went up maybe to $12. It used to be 10, but maybe I'm lying. Maybe I should look that up. They did just raise prices, but I think that they're still worth it because I get so many books and it's just so helpful. Especially like there's one on here that the first book I had to pay for, but it was like during the Kindle, like Stuff Your Kindle. So it was free. And then the next two books in the series, they are on Kindle Unlimited. So it worked perfectly. Side note, my voice is a little weird. I think my allergies are finally catching up to me. I did the trick that literally I just learned about last year. I'm sure everyone knows it, but like when you move to a new place to like have their honey or try and like eat the honey with stuff so that it helps with like your allergies. And usually I'm like sick with allergies on my birthday. So I'm surprised it hasn't hit me yet, but I think today I woke up with like a sore throat and my voice is a little raspy and I have a cough. So I think something might be starting. So anyways, that's why this episode is going to be weird in general because I'm like skipping around. I feel like I'm half a brain right now. So this is just real me, very raw, very like, hey, I still want to talk to you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get into this. So this is the list of books that I have on my Kindle Unlimited, and I think we're only supposed to have 10, but I have more than 10, so maybe like they let you have more now. I honestly didn't look into it much. I was like, oh, I can just do like a little clip on my Kindle Unlimited. That's as far as my thinking went. I mean, I have the list, but yeah, as far as thinking, there's not a lot of thought into this. So the first one I actually have had in my Kindle Unlimited for a while. Actually, a couple of them I have had in here a while that I'm like, you know what? Eventually I'll get to it, but just not yet. The first one is A Fate of Wrath and Flame. And honestly, I think this is like the second or third book in this series. I don't know why I haven't finished it or completed or just like kept going. So I'm going to have to look into that and get back to you. The next one I have had on here a while and it's been on my TBR list and I've been meaning to read it and I just haven't. It's called Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. Like I even have this book in like a physical book of this too, and I still haven't read it. So I think I'm gonna move that one to the top of my TBR list because I've just heard really good things about it and it has really good ratings and I'm like, why haven't I read this? The next one I have is called Love to Spare by Aja Jorgenson. This is one that my best friend recommended to me. She hasn't read it, but apparently she knows this girl or like this author, or we went to school with her or something. I can't remember how we know her, but I've had it on my list for a while. I do want to read it. So that one I probably need to move my to my top of TBR as well. The next one is the Protector Guild, and right now on Kindle Unlimited, you could get books 1 through 3. And I've started to read the first one. It just didn't really like hook me enough, so I just kind of put it on the back burner. And that is by Gray Holborn. So I definitely need to go back to that. The next one is the second book by Kaven Hirning. She is really big on like book talk. It's her second book. It's called The Endless Escape. And I read the first one and I really, really liked it. But I just would have to go back and read it again to be able to do the second book. And I just haven't thought about it. The next one I have had on this list for a while as well is called The Last Storm by J.D. Linton. And I want to say I read it like years. I'm thinking this is what I'm thinking. There was a book years and years and years ago about this family that could do like elemental things, and I've been trying to find it. And so I'm really hoping that this book is it. But again, haven't really thought much about it. It's just kind of been sitting there. The next one, I don't know why I still have it on my list. Like, I need to read it. It's by Tessa Bailey, which she is one of my favorite, and it's called Too Hot to Handle. And yeah, again, I don't know why it's not at the top because anything by her, I just like devour instantly. The next one is The Song of the Marked, which is by S.M. Gaither. I don't really. Oh, that's the one that I read that one and I got the second one because it was really good, but I got sucked into other books, and so I haven't had a chance to finish, but I really did like that one. The first one of it anyways, and I need to start on the second one. The world is kind of hard to get into at the beginning, but once you kind of understand like the dynamics, it's really cool and I really like it. So that one definitely need to keep going on that. Yeah, I have more than 10. Let me count really quick. I have 15 and I don't know if they upped it or what because I just returned some too. So I don't really know what the limit is anymore. But I'm gonna tell you all of them still. I'm gonna tell you my whole list. The next one is Blood and Steel by Helen Scheuerer. I don't remember what that one's about. I don't remember why it's on there. It's just on there, and I'll get to it eventually. The next one is The Sacrifice by Emily Shore. The one after that is Cruel Paradise by Nicole Fox, and I'm pretty sure I found this one through like the free like the stuff your Kindle. I think it like led me to that one. The next one is Tempting the Player by Rebecca Jenshak. And then this next one is To Carve a Fae Heart. That one isn't on there, but I got that, the like stuff your Kindle, whatever. But the next two are on Kindle Unlimited, which is really good because I'm already on the third book. It is a really good series. I really, really like it. It's by Tessonja Odette. So I highly recommend picking up this series because I think I'm going to start on the third book today because yeah, I just really, really liked it. The next one is The Coven by Harper L. Woods. That one I just barely picked up today, and I like everything by Harper L. Woods. And then there is The Ever King, which is by L.J. Why did I not put the rest? It's an author that I know and love, and so let me look it up really quick. L.J. Andrews, that's who it is. I really enjoy her writing. And so I don't know if this is a new book or like when it came out, but I was like, ooh, I definitely want to read it because it's kind of like a Forbidden Enemies, like dark romance. It says dark romance, which you know how I am. Actually, I only have experience with one dark romance and it like scarred me. So anytime something sees like or says like a dark romance, I'm like, oh, okay, how dark is it? Am I going to be okay? So yeah, that is my list of Kindle Unlimited. I'm so excited. Like I'm looking down on my Kindle right now and seeing like the upcoming releases for me, which I'm so excited. Like of course, Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, and then we have A Fire in the Flesh by Jennifer Armentrout. This is like another book to her series that I've just been obsessed about. It looks like Penelope Ward and V. Keelan are coming out with another book together. It's called The Rules of Dating. And then we have Tessa Bailey that's coming out with Wreck the Halls. And then as Allie Hazelwood's coming out with Check and Mate. And then this one I'm really excited for by Elle Kennedy is The Graham Effect, because I read the other books that this is going to be like the daughter of. So I'm really excited about that. And then the third book in the Winter Renshaw series. So this will be Dear Stranger. That one's coming out soon. I'm really excited. So Avery Flynn is coming out with one called Walk of Shame. We have Wrath of the Damned by Ella Fields. Yeah, we have Betting on You by Lynn Painter. We have Wildfire by Hannah Grace, which I'm really excited about. We just have a lot. No way. No way. When does this come out? Oh, my mom's gonna be so excited. Don't you know the Bow Before the Elf Queen books? The ones that me and my mom and sister, like, we've been obsessed over. I didn't realize that the third book comes out on October 26th. I'm gonna have to tell my mom that, and she is gonna be so freaking excited. So yeah, very cool books coming out. Just yeah, a lot of suggestions for you for Kindle Unlimited, so you don't have to spend money and you can just return them. I highly recommend that program. I haven't had any problems with it, so it's been all good. Thank you for tuning in to this little episode today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that everything sounds good so that yeah, you can share in all these books. So anyways, grateful for you guys, and I will see you next week.